When did you do the first time you had the rock on?
2012.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and the funny thing is, I knew I would get The Rock at some point in my career because he promotes all of his movies heavily, and I love The Rock for that.
Yeah.
And they always say you shouldn't meet your heroes. If your hero's The Rock, do whatever you can to meet The Rock.
I can't wait.
He's so kind and funny and charismatic, but he has this star quality about him, which is so rare, that he brings you into the moment. He shares the spotlight with you in a way that makes you feel like really great. But I got him backstage at Raw as he was promoting WrestleMania 28, the match he was going to have with John Cena.
Right.
So that was the very first interview I did with him. I was working in Cleveland at the time. I was the entertainment reporter for the CBS station in Cleveland, which also allowed me to cover the Grammys 5 times and cover the Oscars 4 times. Like the amount of incredible opportunities I had there, that was just amazing. But if we take it back even further, this all came together because I had a moment in my college life. This was my senior year of college. I loved going to college, by the way. Lived with 4 of my best friends. We drank a lot of these.
And did you have a steady girlfriend?
No, I did not.
Okay, yeah, a lot of fun in college.
A lot of fun in college, drinking things, having a good time, deciding if 10 a.m. class was too early or not.
It definitely was.
It was. It was but I had a moment in my senior year where I woke up and I went, oh my God, we got to graduate at the end of this year and then work for, the rest of our lives. And that was just something I had never been faced with. I just didn't realize the scope of that.
Right.
Because I was having so much fun just living in the moment, day to day. What bar are we going to tonight? Where are we pre-drinking tonight? And I was like, if I got to go work for the rest of my life, I don't want to have a job that I hate. And in that exact moment, I had this epiphany and I went, I got to do whatever I can to, at the very least, not hate my job. So the goal was not, I want to love my job. The goal was, I just don't want to hate my job. I don't want to not enjoy Sunday because Monday's the next day and I got to wake up and go to this job that I do not enjoy going to. And the next day I reached out to every radio station and every TV station in my college town. And I just said, I'm passionate about broadcasting. I'm a communication studies major. Can I just come in and see how it's done in the real world and just volunteer? And of course I didn't get a lot of responses, but the people that did get back to me changed my entire life. Hey, yeah, come be part of our street team for the radio station. Or yeah, come in and just watch, come in and just shadow someone. And that's what changed my career, was me just going, I don't want to hate my job.
Wow. That's cool. I think a lot of people can definitely sympathize with that, right? I mean, that makes sense. You don't want to, you get to a point, like you said, college, whatever it is for you, it happens for everybody where you're like, what do I want to do now that I'm actually here? You get asked it your whole life.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's when you decide that you need to know what the fuck you're going to do with your life.
But what's really funny is the shift that happens, because all of your years when you're a kid and when you're a teenager, you're always being asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then there comes this shift in your life when your life is then defined by what you do. Yeah. Instead of what do you want to be, it shifts to, so what do you do? And then the answer to that is, well, I do this job. And whether you like it or not, you're now defined by the thing that you do.
Yeah.
Where you had all of this time to you could have been the thing you wanted to be. And what are the sacrifices you're willing to make along the way? And I get that some sacrifices are bigger than others.
Right. But that's a good piece of knowledge there, though. I mean, honestly, to understand and to tell people taking that time to make those sacrifices, maybe when they don't seem convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's it's not that it's a difficult thing to do. It's just that you have to make time for it too, while you're still finishing school, while you still have that other job. Now you got to bust your ass a little extra to get that thing that you want, right?
Yeah, and you might not enjoy what you're doing now, but are you doing something that's leading towards the thing that you do love? Mm-hmm. And I can't remember who it was, but I got a great piece of advice years ago, and it was just do the thing that lights you up at least every day or every week. So if that's singing, make sure to just work on that. Even if you're not trying to be a professional singer, but if that's the thing that really lights you up, make sure to make that a part of your day or your week or your month. If you love playing guitar, don't put the guitar away in the closet where you're never going to play it. Have it out, grab it once a day or once a week and just make that still a part of your life. And I think there's a lot of people that do take whatever that hobby is, whatever that passion is, whatever that dream is, and they put it away in the closet and they forget about it. And I think that it's so important to just still make that part of your life, even if it's not your job or your career.